Welcome to CarDekho, where we help you pick the right car right now. Combining the old school with the new age, the Tata Harrier is no doubt going down as a landmark moment in the brand's history. Based on a Land Rover derived platform filled with new technologies and sporting a brand new styling language for Tata, the Harrier, in many ways, represents the new way forward for Tata Motors. However, is that reason enough for you to choose one? Where does the Tata Harrier deliver? Where does it fall behind? And should you put your money down on one? We make the decision easy. The Tata Harrier has many rivals in its price range, including the Hyundai Creta, Renault Captur, Jeep Compass and Nissan Kicks. While all of them do deliver the SUV charm in one way or another, when it comes to road presence, the Harrier is simply in a league of its own. Not only is the design unique and aggressive, the sheer size makes it bigger than any of its price rivals. In fact, it's longer, taller and has a bigger wheelbase than both the Honda CR-V and the Hyundai Tucson. Be assured that if you drive somewhere in the Tata Harrier, heads will turn. The Harrier doesn't just look tough, it feels it too. Operating the doors, touching or tapping the interior trim like the soft touch dash top, or getting a feel of the leatherette interior, everything feels very well made and solid, making the experience in the Harrier that much nicer. Fortunately, the Harrier isn't just a big car for show. The cabin is practically laid out with excellent overall space, even for users over 6 feet tall, and a good deal of storage spots for daily usability as well. Top that off with the 425-litre boot that expands to over 800 litres with the rear seats down, and you've got a car that's got enough sensibility to ferry the family and their luggage for road trips, or even come in handy if you're a business owner and need the room for clients or vendors and their luggage. Yes, the Tata Harrier gets the same 2-litre diesel engine as the Jeep Compass, albeit in a lower state of tune. Many wondered if this would make it a weak performer, but it just isn't. The Harrier has heaps of low rev torque for easy city driving, enough punch for low or high speed overtakes, and it'll happily cruise along at highway speeds at over 100 km an hour while showing no signs of stress. The Harrier isn't just about sensibilities, but this SUV also pampers you with a long list of features like standard tilt and telescopic steering adjustment and projector headlights with DRLs, multiple drive modes, 7 to 8.8-inch touchscreens, a 7-inch TFT driver information display, and absolutely epic 9-speaker sound system by JBL, auto AC, keyless entry and go, auto headlamps and wipers, and cruise control. It even gets terrain response modes for different road conditions, leatherette upholstery, and an 8-way manually adjustable driver's seat. Tata was clearly aiming for a strong safety rating when it built the Harrier. As such, dual front airbags, ABS with EBD, and rear parking sensors come as standard. Higher variants add features like side and curtain airbags, ESP, hill hold and hill descent control, cornering stability control, rollover mitigation, brake disc wiping, follow me home headlights, front fog lamps, and ISOFIX. So clearly, Tata did its homework before launching the Harrier, but there are some cons to this SUV as well. In our test drive, we did find that the Harrier could have done better when it came to noise insulation. Cars passing by or tire noise at certain instances were a little too audible, which did take away from what's supposed to be a premium experience. That said, Tata says customer cars will have better cabin insulation than what was given to us at the media drive. So if you've taken a test drive, let us know what you think of the cabin insulation down in the comments. If not, log on to cardekho.com right now and find the closest dealer to get yourself a test drive. Tata has confirmed that there will be a Harrier automatic that will combine this Fiat engine with a 6-speed torque converter from Hyundai. However, not offering the option of an automatic at launch means an excruciating wait for people who want a Harrier automatic. Now, we understand Tata's reasons for not offering an all-wheel drive Harrier. The simple fact is there are far too few buyers who need all-wheel drive for it to make business sense for Tata. After all, an all-wheel drive system would easily increase a variance price by around rupees 1 lakh. However, when Tata has boasted so much about the Land Rover DNA, the lack of optional all-wheel drive does feel like a mismatch. The Harrier certainly has a chassis setup for bad roads and a frame that's proven itself in its off-road capabilities. So the option of all-wheel drive or 4x4 would be a welcome one. No better way to actually deliver the Land Rover DNA, is there? Loaded as the Tata Harrier is, there are some feature misses that would have added a +1 to the Harrier experience. These include powered driver's seat, a sunroof, and an auto-dimming IRVM. We wouldn't consider these to be deal breakers, but if Tata decides to create an XZ Plus variant, these would be some goodies we'd like to see added to that. Okay, we have to say this outright, this is hardly going to be a deal breaker, but it's something to bear in mind. Getting into a comfortable driving position in the Harrier is a bit tricky. The central portion of the dash rubs against the left knee. To counter this, you'll have to push the seat further back and move the steering towards yourself. But this tends to amplify another issue: blind spots. The wide A pillar and the massive ORVM block quite a bit of the view. Then there's the D pillar that gets in the way when you're taking U-turns or parking. All of these are things you'll have to learn to get used to. Yes, if you're thinking of buying the Tata Harrier, we'd say go for it. It's a big, practical, well-loaded family car that's a fantastic package available at a bang-for-buck price. Also, if you like the Harrier but want it as a 7-seater, Tata's cooking something up for you too, possibly with a more powerful engine as well. Head to CarDekho.com or download the app to get the on-road price of the Harrier or any car in India now. Don't forget to like and share this video and hit subscribe to get the latest updates from the auto world.